welcome to ET Inside, where we get you a 360-degree view of the big picture in business and economy. I'm Sridhan Ramakrishnan. On the show today, will the power struggle at Gujarat Co-operative Milk Marketing Federation impact brand Amul? Why the cooperative model is losing its relevance? And how private players are quite literally milking the opportunity. A top story first. For decades now, Amul has been a symbol of collective power and sustainable development, an icon of hope for its more than 2.5 million member milk farmers. But it has also been a platform of political power for those who stayed it. And that's where the trouble is. Sunil Raghu gets you this story from Anand, Amul's home in Gujarat.
It's been 60 years since India's cooperative movement to improve the lot of milk farmers began in Anand in Gujarat. That movement eliminated middlemen, empowered farmers and marked the birth of India's iconic dairy brand, Amul, a model that was replicated across states by the National Dairy Board in what was called Operation Flood. Soon, what started off as a small effort to improve milk production in the country turned into the White Revolution. Much of the credit of this revolution goes to Korean Varghese, who's better known as India's milkman. But in 2006, 33 years after he steered Amul to its dizzying heights and created institutions like the NDDB and IRMA, Kurian was ousted.
A part of the problem, of course, is, and Kurian knew it, that the cooperative was changing the world over, the successful cooperative. Fully integrated, working with the idea of egalitarianism. It was moving over to more of market principles, strategic partnerships.
Kurian was against that. He wanted milk farmers to be the stakeholders. In short, he was seen as an autocrat in a country that had begun opening its doors to the world. And so began the big battle for power in Anand. Protégé Amrita Patel took over as chairman of NDDB and was given an extension and is said to have played a role in ousting him from the Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation, or GCMMF, which owns brand Amul. Parthy Batol took over as chairman of the federation. The change in guard has had little impact on Amul's growth, which continues unabated.
डॉक्टर कुरियन जब रिटायर हुआ, उसके बाद 2006 में मैं चेयरमैन हुआ, उसी टाइम उसका बिजनेस 3,600 करोड़ का था। आज 31 मार्च 2010 के बाद 10 तक इसका बिजनेस 8,005 करोड़ तक पहुंचा है।
In the current year too, GCMMF hopes to grow sales by an average 15%. Its membership remains on solid ground with a base of 2.9 million village milk producers from 15,300 village dairy cooperative societies in the country. But not everyone thinks that this growth story and the cooperative model has remained as exciting in the past few years, at least not the Amul model.
Dr. Kurian was also supportive of the producer company. In fact, when he was chairman, he did initiate a discussion on it, but he didn't take it through. One hopes that the Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation will take that plunge. It should take that plunge. It's the largest food business in the country.
What is non-negotiable in the Korean concept is that the producer is a stakeholder, not the farm itself. And then the professional backs him up. Now when you erode that by corruption, by politicians, you're sapping the idea.
What's also sapping Amul is the fierce competition it faces from NDDB's subsidiary, Mother Dairy. The war between the two began in 2005 when Amul launched in Mother Dairy's home ground, Delhi. In turn, NDDB, which was so far selling milk under the brand name Sugam, relaunched in Gujarat under the umbrella brand Mother Dairy, which was registered in Delhi. But Mother Dairy was already a brand registered by the Federation in Gujarat. Naturally, GCMMF was against the idea. But NDDB continued its march in the state, saying that it did not have dairy operations and was only using the name as a concept. And in 2007, it started its dairy operations and relaunched Sugam as Mother Dairy in Ahmedabad. So what you had is two similar products made by different companies selling under the same name in Amul's home turf. The matter eventually went to the court, which ruled in favor of the federation. Over the years, the two brands have fought hard in each other's terrain. From price wars to offering farmers better prices to claiming they are market leaders. For instance, a few months ago, Amul stated that it was Delhi's leading milk brand. Mother Dairy refuted that statement, saying Amul was overstating its sales. But now, GCMMF wants to call a truce.
अभी मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि फिर से पहले जैसे एनडीडीबी और फेडरेशन साथ में काम करता था, इस तरह का थोड़े टाइम में, बहुत ही शॉर्ट टाइम में हो जाएगा, ऐसे मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ। और दूसरा, जहाँ अभी एनडीडीबी वहाँ काम करता है, हम काम करते हैं, तो उसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। वो दोनों किसानों के लिए, किसानों के फायदे के लिए सोचते हैं। जहाँ एनडीडीबी नहीं है वहीं प्राइवेट लोग भी हैं, तो प्राइवेट से तो वो अच्छा है।
It may be a good thing for Amul, but is it good for milk farmers? Are farmers still better off with the cooperative model? They don't care about the interest of the farmer. We are the ones who will lose out because of this.
उनको तो होगा, लेकिन जो खेडूत है उनको तो नहीं होगा, उन्हें तो नुकसान ही नुकसान है।
The bad news is there's trouble brewing in Anand once again. A few months ago, B.M. Vyas, MD of the Federation, put in his papers. His resignation was accepted 2 months later after a dramatic attempt to oust the reigning chairman. Batol, in turn, allegedly accused Vyas of holding the board hostage and ousting the father of the White Revolution, Varghese Kurian. Insiders say that B.M. Vyas was close to Vipul Chaudhary, the chairman of Dudhsagar Dairy, who in turn seems to have won over Congress MLA and dairy member Rajneesh Parmar. Parmar, many say, has set his eyes on the chairmanship of the Federation. Ironically, Butthole is now in Kurian's boots. There have been 3 attempts to oust him, including a no-confidence motion from 10 of the 13 board members. The no-confidence motion against him, though, has never come up for discussion, as none of his detractors officially attended the board meet.
ये करीबन मेरे ख्याल से 6 महीने से ज़्यादा तरह से थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम हुआ है, मगर लोकशाही में हर कोई आदमी का ऐसा इच्छा होता है कि ये पद पर मैं बैठूं या यहाँ चेयरमैन में बन जाऊं, ये स्वाभाविक एक बात है, मगर सोचने से कुछ होता नहीं है। आखिरी लोकशाही में जो लोग ज्यादातर से जिसके साथ रहते हैं वही चेयरमैन रहता है।
So is this changing power equation really affecting the institution?
According to my opinion, it is not. For those who are, and मैंने बोला ना आगे कि 30 producer member is given us milk. उसके लिए तो ये संस्था काम कर दी है, इसका डेवलपमेंट के लिए सोचना चाहिए, ये सब फजूल बात है।
Indeed, and this man has his role cut out to ensure just that.
But this may not be the last of the political dramas at GCMMF. With politicians within harboring ambitions of chairmanship, Batol may have to keep performing the balancing act to stay on the top.
Despite these challenges, there is no doubt that Amul will dominate the market for some time to come, because it has the first mover advantage in many territories, and so its position as number 1 in the market remains unchallenged as of now.
But the question is, how relevant is a cooperative model in these times? That and more is coming up after this short break. Stay with us.